Well, I got another battle styles deck profile for you, and as soon as I saw escape rope is getting a reprint, I knew there's one card. There's that one card that's slowly been getting better and better and better, but hasn't been able to quite push to that lofty heights. But maybe now it can. Spiritomb, baby. Jeez. So yeah, this has the potential to be a 1 energy attacker that can hit into silly big numbers super fast. Let's have a look. Spiritomb is a basic Pokemon with 60 HP with a build and spite ability. Once in your turn, you can put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon. Seems a bit crazy, right? But when you see Anguish Cry, the attack for 1 Dark Energy, you do 10 plus 30 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So, when you've got 5 damage counters on, you top out at what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 150. Top out at 160. That's not bad. But we do play some Cape of Toughness, which I think are these ones. Yep. We play some Cape of Toughness. So we can get up to a lot higher, right? So now we can start hitting in the, the 300 range. Which is silly. Just think about that. A Spiritomb. That's a one prizer for 1 attachment doing 300 damage. Yo. Yo. Because he gets an extra 50 HP. Because he's a non-GX, non-V. So, I'm probably thinking to myself, right then, Shay, so how does escape rope? How is this helping us out? We'll get there in a sec. Don't you worry about that, good sir. But we do have some Jirachis to help us with our consistencies. I don't want to play too many 2 prizes in this deck. So, to what Stellar Wish Jirachi does, it's basically active. You can look at top 5 cards of your deck, get 1 trainer card you find there, put it in your hand, shuffle the rest back in. This is just going to help us keep ticking it over. We play so many switching options anyway, right? It makes sense to just, throw up a Jirachi, get a couple Stellar Wishes off in a turn. We do play 2 of these Hooper. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much these are needed, but it's something, it just sounds right to me to have a nice little interim attacker. It doesn't really require a lot of upkeep for it. When we're flying around the active so much with this deck, Assault Gate is on a nice easy 90. Because it does 90 if it started to turn on the bench and became in the active this turn. 120 HP basic Pokemon. Yeah, it's just a nice little attack to have. You're going to help yourself some 2-shots while you build up your Spiritombs. You can just poke some things with Assault Gate. It's going to make reaching into tag teams and VMAX a lot easier after an Assault Gate. So we've got 2 Jinx. These are really, really good, especially with Scoop Up Net. So what these guys let you do is once during your turn, you can move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another one. So we can actually do some silly things, right? We can move 1 damage counter from a Hooper, for example, to another Spiritomb. Or we can build and spot on 2 Spiritombs, then move 1 of one Spiritomb to the other one. Then net, move, all that good stuff. So Jinx is going to let us what I find Jinx really good for is just turboing out a Spiritomb really fast and just get into that, you get into those 150 upwards numbers a lot faster. That's what the Ominous Posh is really good for. So we've got 2 of them. We've got a Resetting Hole Marshadow. Both thinking, what have we got this Resetting Hole Marshadow for? For its ability, for the most part, when it's on the bench, you can discard it and discard any Stadium that is in play, mainly Celtic Swell, because we need our Stadium to be in play. Our Stadium is Spikemuth. This is really, really good, and this is why this deck has seen a really big buff with Escape Rope. Whenever a player's active Pokemon moves to the bench during their turn, put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. What this allows us to do is get some chip damage on our opponent, maybe. But what this mainly lets us do is self-accelerate even more damage from a Spiritomb. So let's say we bench a Spiritomb, right? We have a Jirachi in active, we bench Spiritomb, we do a building spot, we've got 1 damage counter and 1. We can then scoop up net active Jirachi, put Spiritomb in the active. We can then escape rope, bang, that's another 20. So now we're at 30 in a turn. Let's say we've got some damage knocking about somewhere. Oh, Jinx can just move it. Now we're on 5 in the turn. Now we just hit that 150 straight away. You know what I mean? And I tell you, the amount of switching cards that we have, that isn't too much of an ask to do. But we can get crazy with it. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get silly with it. So Spikemuth is the heart and soul of this deck. It keeps us ticking over really nicely whilst getting some chipping for our opponent as well. And then we've got a Fion, just acts as a little bit of a nice little boss without being a boss, because sometimes we are playing other stuff in this deck we can't really afford to be playing boss's order, so Fion helps us act like that. It's basically escape rope. There's a 5th escape rope. Come on, think about it. We got 4 Professor's Research, because it's still the best support in the game. Discard a hand draw 7 is going to help us find all our combo pieces, all our switches, all our escape ropes, all that good stuff. And we got 3 Boss's Orders. Like I said, we do have the Boss's Orders. I find myself rarely been able to play them in this deck, but they are there. If our opponents start trying to throw up, let's say Blink of Turnus, they start giving us, opposing Spiritombs or Hoopers. We can be like, no, bring that Turnus over here, boy. Let me smack that. Acon, baby. And then we got 2 Marnie as well, just to act as a bit more draw support. And we probably think that's a little bit on the low side, but we're going to be abusing the naughty word out of Jirachi in this deck, let me tell you. So many switch ups, so we can go to town with Jirachi. So I'm quite confident that we don't need more draw supporters, but you know, we can play more if needed. For quick ball, look how much of our deck is basics. Oh, all our deck is basics. I'll tell a lie. So quick ball is universal deck, so it's probably the best card in the game. Let's not beat around the bush. Discard 1 card from your hand, search your deck for any basic Pokemon, put it straight into your hands. You know, if we need to get extra damage in play, we can get Jinx, we can get another Building Spite, Spiritomb, we can get Jirachi, we can get all sorts of Marshadow if our opponent's got Chaotic Swell in play. For Great Ball, now I don't think we play enough Pokemon in this deck to warrant playing Communication, or that's just my opinion. So in that case, we've got to play Great Balls instead. A little bit riskier. You can still play Pokemon Communication if you like, but what Great Ball lets you is look at top 7 cards of your deck, pick 1 Pokemon you find, and put it into your hand. So I mean, most of our Pokemon are quite high counts anyway, outside of Jinx and Marshadow. I mean, we should be quick balling for them anyway. So Great Ball hopefully just finds us Jirachi's, Tombs, and Jinxes if needed. For Scoop Up Nets, the main reason for this, so we can maneuver around our Jirachis quite easily, but it can also let us, you know, get Assault Gate value, lets us reuse Ominous Posture. That's the main reason I find us using this, to be fair. But, you know, so we can get multiple uses from Jinx and get multiple uses from our Stellar Wish, and just get that Spiritomb in the active, doing 300 damage. For Switch, I mean, you can see why this is needed. You can see why this is needed. We can go like Switch, Escape Rope, bang. That's another 60 damage. Like, you know what I mean? Lets us, you know, like I said, this is literally musical chairs like deck, right, for the most part. So we need as many switching options as we can. So we've got 4 Switch, and then we've got 4 the Escape Rope as well. And what Escape Rope does, in case you don't know, is when you play it, your opponent has to switch their active one of their bench Pokemon. After they've done that, you have to switch as well. They go first. You can get a little bit of ball control in that sense, but it's just another way to get more damage into play via Spike. And then rounding out the list, we got 4 Hiding Dark Energies, because we will attack for 1 attachment. There's no reason not to play Hide Darks here. Again, having free retreat pivot in a deck like this is just silly. You know, we already have so much movement anyway, being able to have free retreat is pretty nice. Lets you get punished more by Giratina though, and that Billowing Fan thinking about it. And then 4 basic Darks to round off the list. We don't need too many energy in here, I feel. So let me know what you think. Do you think now it's Spiritomb's time to shine? Because ever since ADP, Spiritomb rotated out and it sort of lost its potency. Spiritomb sort of been on the periphery. Is it now strong enough to be its own deck? Let me know in the comments. If you have the more battle styles, deck profiles, coverage, all that good stuff, make sure you smash that subscribe button down and check the playlist out in the description for me, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all